Greetings, everyone. So, it's finals week, and you're in class. Your professor is reviewing important details about the upcoming exam, but you can't seem to grasp any of the information. You're overwhelmed and unprepared. All you can focus on is the sound that the student who's sitting next to you is making, because he keeps tapping his pen repeatedly, which is driving you crazy. And in that exact moment, does serenity seem within reach? Be honest with yourself. What exactly does inner peace mean to you? Now, with all the stress factors as a student, it's hard to imagine having academic success, tip-top shape mental and physical health, confidence, and a greater focus on your studies all at once. Well, the good news is that this is achievable if you are willing to carve out some time in your daily routine. For just a few minutes per day, meditation can be the ultimate game changer during times of tremendous stress and uncertainty like today. It is critical for classrooms to restructure their curriculums by prioritizing mental health. Studies have consistently shown that the inclusion of meditation in student schedules has improved the quality of life among students in multiple areas, not just a single area. So why not take advantage of these findings and begin promoting healthier lifestyles as early as possible in the educational setting? Should schools include meditation breaks for students? The answer is absolutely yes. And we're going to delve into the top 3 specific reasons why. So today's presentation will start with a discussion on the importance of this topic and why meditation should be incorporated in student classrooms. Then I will have a run through of the top 3 reasons why schools should include meditation breaks for students. These reasons include higher test scores, improvement in mental and physical health, and strengthened socio-emotional development. The next step would then be to show you a specific program recommendation for implementation and how that will affect each age group. I'll summarize the key points, and lastly, I'll take the time for any questions that you may have at the conclusion of this presentation. So we will go over the significance and discuss why exactly is this important. So why is it important? Why should we care? The COVID-19 pandemic has created stressful learning environments which tend to suppress students' academic abilities. This further highlights the need for self-care practices and mental health prioritization. Incorporating meditation breaks in schools can easily resolve this issue. According to a survey from the American Psychological Association, Gen Z adults are the most likely to report experiencing common symptoms of depression. 73% of Gen Z adults reported that they found it hard to think properly or concentrate, much like the example I gave at the beginning of the presentation. In 2019, it was reported that 64% of college students quit their academic program due to mental health issues. And similarly, in 2017, 45% of college students with depression reported that their depression had adversely impacted their academic performance. And just to consider the fact that not many people or not all students are willing to even disclose that they're suffering from depression. So keeping that in mind, these statistics are a bit alarming. And meditation can alleviate these alarming statistics on mental health issues and help students manage their stress more effectively. So now let's dive into the key advantages of incorporating meditation into school curriculums. The first advantage is improved academic performance. So research has shown a direct link between meditation and a rise in IQ levels and higher grades among students. According to an article from the Greater Good magazine at Berkeley University, a study had involved 112 high school students, and they were asked to participate in either yoga or PE, physical education, twice a week for 45 minutes, the findings revealed that among students who had high levels of participation, the experimental group who did yoga achieved a significantly higher GPA than the PE group. Another example is Patterson High School in Baltimore, Maryland, where they also implemented a program, and this was designed to replace detention. And instead, this focused on the mindful meditation, and it was named a Mindful Moment Room. And just in the first year, not only did these altercations among students decrease, but attendance rates increased by 3%. Grade promotions increased by 19%, and the average student GPA increased by 0.5%. That is a great improvement in just 1 year. And now the second major advantage is better mental and physical health. So according to Healthy Children at the American Academy of Pediatrics, school-based mindfulness instruction led to improved psychological functioning. This instruction has been notably successful in assisting students struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. And in another study from the Contemporary School Psychology Journal, designated quiet time during school had led to more positive self-reports, specifically citing increases in sleep, happiness, and self-confidence. Another form of meditation is yoga, which has been shown to improve students' physical health as well. It was also reported that incorporating such a program has specifically improved body posture, sleep quality, and diet. As soon as you compromise your health and well-being, it becomes a greater issue that snowballs from continuously putting it off to the side. So instead of regularly taking a few minutes each day to unwind and meditate, in reality, you're doing a great disservice to yourself because it will not benefit you in the long run. Much similar to exercise, consistency is key here for optimal results. So schools can reduce health issues by ensuring that meditation is included in their curriculums. And now it's time to move on to the third and final major benefit of including meditation in the education system. So, stronger socio-emotional development. This advantage involves a different aspect of learning that may not be otherwise emphasized. Emotional intelligence is often something you hear in the professional world rather than in the traditional educational setting, especially at a young age. But with meditation, education systems can introduce this idea early on and strengthen positive behaviors and overall focus abilities. According to Forbes, meditation increases empathy, ability to take perspectives, and control emotions. This type of social emotional learning has not only allowed students to perform better academically, but also focus on self-awareness and adopt goal-directed behavior. In a study from the Contemporary School Psychology Journal, students who reported meditating more frequently had significantly greater resilience and were present for a greater proportion of the class time. This level of focus almost seems like a fantasy during the COVID-19 era, so this further supports why mindful meditation should be mandatory and included in day-to-day schedules for students. Now, as you're learning and listening to this presentation, one of your concerns may be that, oh, this is unnecessary, oh, this is too time-consuming, or it takes away from the fundamental learning of the traditional courses. So, how long does this mindful meditation have to be? For this program to be implemented appropriately, it is important to follow pediatrician guidelines for determining the length of time and frequency for each designated age group in the school system. So the chart that you see here is the typical recommendation from pediatricians. Preschool children require a few minutes. Grade school children require 3 to 10 minutes twice. And then teens and adults require anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes or more depending on preference. And this is per day. So as you can see, depending on your age group, either way, it's relatively and reasonably achievable. This is possible, and a little can go a long way. So now I will be summarizing these points to help tie it all together. So it is clear that the COVID-19 pandemic has only worsened and exacerbated existing mental issues among our youth and adults globally, such as depression and anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder, and many more. The need for stress management intervention has grown significantly since many students need an outlet for releasing their anxiety and their stress, especially while learning remotely, which is an additional obstacle. Previous literature shows that mindful meditation helps students achieve higher grades, improve mental and physical fitness, and strengthen socio-emotional development. So, the next time you come across a debate, whether it's with your friends, your family, of whether schools should include meditation breaks for students, just remove all the negativity and say yes. The main takeaway is that it is beneficial in multiple areas, both personally and professionally. When taught early on, it will be habitual, and students will have a greater opportunity to carry this value and practice all throughout their life. This includes academic success, the better mental and physical health, and the improved socio-emotional development. Especially today at a time of great uncertainty, our stress levels have reached an all-time high. And while it might be easy to continue life as is, say you don't need meditation or any form of stress relief, but the time is now. Instead of sitting on your chair watching TV or scrolling on your phone, you could have already finished a 5-minute meditation session. Just taking a few minutes out of your day can really go a long way. And once you meditate regularly, you'll soon realize that all the benefits that you were missing out on all along, you could have taken advantage of, if in fact this was included in schools and encouraged regularly. So let's improve our educational system together and make it a more enjoyable experience for our students and for our future generations. So at this time, I will be answering any questions that you may have. And if there aren't any questions, I'd like to thank you all for your time. And please make sure that you do meditate and seize the day. So thank you so much for listening.